Hey guys, Little V here. I'm just waiting on a video uploading, and I figured, you know what, now would probably be a good time for a little impromptu explanation of my man cave here, of all my goodies and stuff like that. Now you're probably thinking, whoa, how can you afford all this stuff? Well, I'll start off with the two main reasons. One, I live with my grandparents, so rent is not exactly an issue. I'm not being destroyed by that. And two, I didn't pay full price on anything in here. Mainly because, well, I work at a tech/music store, and that kind of has benefits, employee discounts and all that kind of stuff. So, let's start with, well, we got at the desk here. So, got the iMac. I believe I made a video saying, hey, I got an iMac a while ago, and blah, 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 and I'm sure some people out there are like, oh my god, why'd you get mad, blah, blah, blah. No. I was one of those weird kids when I was growing up who had the Mac, who had the computer, who couldn't play video games. So, yeah, I've always been a Mac guy. I've used both Mac and PC, and I have both Mac and PC on here, which is really handy, running parallel, so I can just be like, yep, alright, not really a matter of what software is compatible, it's more of like a which software is the best. Right here we have a pair of M-Audio reference monitors. These guys here are usually retail about 300 bucks. Really badass monitors. I would suggest picking up something like this if you're looking into this kind of stuff. Right now I currently have my Xbox right here. Those are those pickups I was mentioning earlier, but it's going into my guitar. And that's the HD PVR. And currently how it's set up is the HD PVR needs to be close to that. So that's close to that, and running a length of cable leading all the way over to the TV there, and then running wirelessly with the whole Turtle Beach stuff there. So that's how I'm currently doing all that right now. I'm a little upset too because I just tried recording like an hour worth of material the other day, and it crapped out, but it didn't tell me it crapped out. Like the audio kept recording for a solid hour, but it stopped at 20 minutes, and then the video crapped out. So it was kind of really freaking annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and replay all that stuff and maybe get some more footage. It was perfect dark, so it was not Mass Effect, so it was not a huge loss, but still it was kind of a little annoying. Anyways, back to the adventure. So over here I have a M-Audio C600 interface. It's really awesome little interface. It's got 4 inputs on it, MIDI, got the speakers out here. One of the main things I like about this guy is it has separate controls for headphones and speakers, so you can turn on speakers on and off as you go, and yeah, and different headphones, and you can control everything there. All around it's awesome. What else? Oh yeah, there's an Axiom 49. This is my keyboard here. You probably have not seen me play it because I am terrible at piano, and I mostly just play little licks in here and little synth stuff. I mainly use it for like the mixing console here, the fact that I can assign everything on here to do something, so it's really handy when applying effects on the fly. And then I have these little drum pads here that I can use for like a quick little drum thing. This is a Blue Yeti microphone, which is a freaking awesome microphone. Out of all the USB microphones out there, if you can afford one, it's not cheap. It goes retail about $170. It's awesome. Definitely advise picking that one up. Or if not, get a 2020. An Audio-Technica 2020 would be on par with this. It's just this one's multi-pattern, and you can monitor straight out of the actual microphone itself. So it's awesome. So, on to the guitars. We have Telly, as I have mentioned before. This is the special edition Fender Telecaster of mine. The Indonesian one that's all weird because it's basically more of a Les Paul than a Telly, but it looks like it's just weird. It's an awesome guitar. And then over here, just gotta navigate my way through my mess of cables and stuff. There we go. It's my Yamaha bass. I believe it is an RGX 170. I believe. If not, someone can quote me on that, and I will change my opinion if not. This is my dad's. I never got a chance to meet him. Is the last guitar he ever bought. It's a Degas, an L Degas. It's an old guitar. So yeah, it's got a little bit of sentimental value to it. That's my awesome acoustic. And what else? That's a bed. TV, just gonna scooch by here. Clothes, all sorts of awesome stuff there. Oh, and just an example of how thrifty I am. This chair we found in the alleyway. Someone just left it there and just put like take it away. So it's got like a little bit of marking on it, but we basically found this in the alleyway and was like, oh, well, I'll take that. So here's my TV, some kind of LG 32-inch thing, once again picked up from my work, and it's super cheap. Stack of video games with the Mass Effect 3 steel box here. I actually pre-ordered Mass Effect 3 from Future Shop where I work, but I didn't realize I had to do it online, not in store, so they're not honoring it, which is kind of sucky, but I do get this awesome tin that does hold all the Mass Effect games. So I could just play, you know, Mass Effect all the way through and not have to worry about it. And other games in my gamer pile here includes, well, more Mass Effect, Dragon Age. Hey, can you tell I'm a BioWare fanboy yet? Let's see, I haven't played that in forever. Wow, I should probably get around to doing that. Fable, well, that's an old one. Fallout, yes. More Halos. Oblivion. Red Dead Redemption. More Fallouts. More Fables. I haven't even taken that out of the wrapper yet because I have no intention of playing it. It's the orange box on there. That's my passport, by the way. That's a picture of my girlfriend, if you're curious. I'm actually considering doing a Let's Play with her. We're going to co-op Deathspank here. And let's see, what else here? Well, let's go take a look at my drums and other stuff that does not fit into this room, shall we? So over here, this is my electric kit. It is a DTX Extreme, or DT Extreme 2S Yamaha electric drum kit. I picked it up used from a place I teach out of. Here, let's turn these lights on here so you can actually see. There we go. And yeah, I picked it up used for about 400 bucks. Some of the pads were damaged, but once again, can replace it, and that's not too difficult. This thing's probably runs about $2,000 at least, $2,500. So once again, extremely thrifty. Those would be my double pedals down there. They are DW5000 pedals. They are my workhorses for everything here. Keep in mind that I am a drummer, not a guitar player, so I will probably go a little bit more in-depth into my drums and stuff than I will with the other instruments. Oh, this is what I've been using for lights for a bit. It's like an old lamp from like 1920 or something crazy like that, but it's got the little things there, and I put a little sheet of music up in there. Those are weights I should really get around to start using again. Hellraiser is currently in here, not in its full glory. It's kind of disassembled a little bit. The pickups are out of it and strings are out, but that's Hellraiser. Here is part of my drum kit. I had a gig recently, so I haven't really put it all back together yet. But it's a Tama Star Classic Babinga. This is my freaking workhorse, awesome drum kit beauty. I could have bought a car and the insurance for the year drum kit that is just too freaking awesome. It's Babinga wood, so it's an exotic wood, and it's expensive, and it sounds freaking awesome. And hopefully one of these days here I'll actually get it. I'll set it up. If you actually go back to my early vids, I'm doing drum covers on it. Back when I was trying to just like, hey, I'm just gonna throw my stuff on the internet and see what everyone thinks. Back when I had like 5 subscribers, and I was like, whoa, I have 5 subscribers. That's cool. That's a computer. That's a G5 I'm setting up for my dad. He's been wondering about. I should probably get around to doing that. Oh, here's my other baby. This is the snare drum that will be with me until the end of time. Oops. This is Warlord. There we go. This is my epic snare drum that I am just I can say nothing but good things about this thing. Once again, Babinga. It's a special edition run of Tama drums called from the Warlord series, and this has a bit of a story behind it. I worked at Long McQuaid for about 3 years, and this was sitting inside of on our snare drum rack there, and I was staring at it, and at the time I was like, oh, it's really cool, but it was a $700 snare drum. By the way, my whole drum kit together probably cost about 10 grand, so that's why I said it's my workhorse where I make my money with, and yeah, could have bought a car with it. Anyways, back to the story. So I was looking at it, and finally decided one day that hey, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. Screw it, I'll just put it on an account and do it. And then literally 20 minutes after I bought it, a guy came in looking for it. And he actually came to me asking for it, and I told him, oh, actually, no, we just sold it. So, this is my little funny story with it. I want that tattooed on my shoulder. If I was going to get it tattooed, that's what I want, just to be a badge of honor of my awesome snare drum there. You can tell I like this drum a lot. Actually, my demo there on Bandcamp Warlord, I named it after this. Okay, what else? What else is in here that I should point out? Mixer, cables, spare parts, music stand. Well, that's pretty much it. I'll probably take another video and walk through my entire drum kit one of these days here, because there's a wee bit more to it than just a bass drum, a tom, and a tom. It's quite big. So yeah, I'll probably walk through it one of these days and really go heavy duty into it. But right now, I'm going to try and, well, actually no, you know what, no, screw it. I'm not doing anything tonight. I am going to play video games until I cannot see straight. Rock on, peace out, see you next week.